Warning, this is vitally important for you guys to hear. The following footage contains CP, racism, and general arguing. Please do not watch this if you're squeamish. Thank you.
You should always
some pretty offensive stuff.
So, not gonna lie, I never expected this situation to blow out of proportion like this, but reality is stranger than fiction after all, but whatever. Let me just start off by also saying, my script for my final XPS video is 95% done. It was complete, but new info came out, so I had to postpone it again. I apologize, but this video was urgent. My friends needed me to make it. Also, I do advise you not to attack the people mentioned in this video, as that's being taken care of behind the scenes by me and my friends. Also, I want to give a big shout out to RJ for giving me his side, as well as SuperPlushBros, E102 Jinx, and Edjak. While I do think SuperPlushBros made some really bad mistakes, which I will discuss, he was still trying to at least be sorry for the stuff he did. So I will still shout him out, and he's still a friend of mine, even if he did some awful stuff. And he's not a big psychopath like some of the other people. But yeah, make sure to go sub to all those people. To go from order, I started talking with SuperPlushBros on June 5th of this year, and I chatted with him about whatever, YouTube stuff, and about me reviewing his channel, and we hit it off from there. Eventually, though, he introduced me to his chat, where he had people like Sonic Speed, better known as Sonic the Hedgehog, E102 Jinx, and most notably MarioPlushShow, but I'm referred to him by his Discord name, Lean. So it was an odd, but honestly really fun chat, where we talked about random things, and I like chatting with these people. And they all acted weird, but they were still pretty cool, and they were nice to me. Is what I would have said if they weren't the most toxic Discord friend group I've ever seen. Not even a month later, only 21 days to be exact, on June 26th, Plush Bros told me, dude. I said, yeah, but it was delayed after his second message where he literally said to me, Lean showed his pee-pee. For some reason, he asked me if I wanted to see his evidence, and I said, what the fuck? He said he showed it to me. I said, stop, bruh. We called for about 23 minutes about this shit, and I left wondering what the hell just fucking happened. So one day, I got a call with Jinx, Lean, Sonic Speed, and Plush Bros, and needless to say, it was fucking terrible. Lean was poorly arguing, Jinx was trying to get it under control, Sonic Speed was kind of defending / not defending Lean and not saying much, and Plush Bros was screaming at the top of his lungs. So I left this call because it was a fucking mess. But before I did that, I was told to make a video immediately to expose these guys. But Jinx also stated Plush Bros did some bad shit as well, which I will touch upon. So, you guys know RJ at this point. I reviewed him, he's a great guy and all around a person I respect. So it was fucking horrible to find out how he was treated by Lean. So firstly, on June 28, just 2 days later, he told me he found out about the video I was making and he urged me to do so. We got in a 16-minute call and he told me about the horrible shit Lean did to him. Lean was racist as hell to RJ and several other people. What he did was trash talk RJ's family, and he called them the B word. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's not bitch. It's a slur instead, and worse. And eventually, Edjak talked to me as well about this, and I said we can discuss it in a call, and we did. I found out even more shit about Plush Bros.
Hey everyone, it's Super Shadow RJ here. I know I sound really tired right now. I just got done filming and editing SL Page 2. It's not done yet, but it will be done soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Also, thank you, SMO Continuity, for letting me speak on the behalf of the Lean Sonic situation that we have right now. I normally do not speak or ever come on these certain exposing videos That's just me, though. I just think bringing the fans into this isn't a good idea, but for SML continuity's sake, it's his content, this is how he makes his channel, and I respect that. So with the situation with Lean Sonic, he did call me a beaner, and I really do take offense to that because it's a racial slur towards Mexicans. Sorry for if I'm stuttering or not. I'm just trying to get this over with since I haven't really made one of these in a while. So yeah, beaner is a racial slur towards Mexicans. I'm Mexican myself, Mexican American specifically. He also said some stuff about my dad, how he should be a Mexican slave again, which I really did take offense because I do love my father and my parents very much, and you should all too. Depends on the situation, of course, but you should never let people disrespect your parents or anyone in your family like that, even if you don't like that person in your family very much. But you should always defend your parents and family. That's all I really gotta say. He also did call my family Mexican subbots, basically people that comment in different languages, even if it's not Spanish. They call them that. And that I also did really take offense to that. But that's really it, to be honest. SML Continuity, thank you for letting me speak on behalf of the situation. And make sure to subscribe to him. And make sure to subscribe to me and Edjak. Alright, catch you guys later in the next episode of Sonic Legends. Peace out.
Thank you, RJ, for speaking on your experience, and also thanks for telling them to go subscribe to me. That was nice to you. Also, guys, I'll leave RJ's channel link in the description below, so you guys can go check it out. He makes pretty cool content, and he's a great guy all around. He's a good friend as well. And I do not want anything like this to happen to somebody like him. He's a guy that doesn't deserve any of this. So anyways, let's move on to the next thing. So I called Edjak later, and we added RJ to the call, and we talked about how Plush Bros also sent his fans to report an 11-year-old content creator because he said mean stuff, which made me think, what the fuck, why would he do that? But to give Plush Bros the benefit of the doubt, I watched the vid, and to be fair, while I do think it was dumb of him to report Nick Casella's channel, that's his name by the way, yeah, in Plush Bros' defense, Nick did harass a friend of Plush Bros who happened to be autistic, which while I do think he should have just ignored it or tried to talk him out of it, he states he tried to be mature and it didn't work. At that point, making a video about him was the best option, and his video would be fine if he didn't link Nick's channel and have everyone spam report his channel to where it got taken down. While it was dumb, it wasn't unjustified to some extent, but yeah, you get the point.
I haven't talked to Lean Sonic a lot, but in the interactions I've had with him, he's always been arguing with someone and instigating other fights. I've also seen him say some pretty offensive stuff. Same with Plush Bros. He's said some pretty offensive stuff when I've been near him. I wouldn't say he's as bad as Lean Sonic, but that definitely doesn't justify his actions.
Thank you, Edjak, very much for providing your side. It was very cool of you, and also I encourage you guys to go sub to Edjak. I'll also leave his channel link in the description below. And I do agree that Plush Bros is not, like, justified in the shit he did. He did some really bad stuff. But definitely not as bad as Lean. Not even close to being as bad. He basically did stuff that was way tamer. But, yeah. This is where it all goes bad. It's all downhill from here. So, honestly, this is where it all went to fucking shit. So, for starters, I was added to an hour-long call where I added RJ, and we basically tried our asses off to talk to Lean. Basically, Lean was trying so hard, yet so fucking stupidly to excuse his disgusting criminal fucking actions by saying, well, he told me to do it. And we had to fucking scream at him by saying, you didn't need to do it. I'm just saying, I know I'm kind of a broken record when I do, but just because they said to do it, that doesn't mean you should. How dumb are you? You stupid pile of dog shit. Sorry. But I also must say, they were fucking joking, Lean. Why would you actually do it? Oh, because you're a stupid piece of fucking shit. Once again, sorry for screaming. I just had to get that out. Also, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, what I'm saying is I'll get to it later. You'll see. But they were joking when they told him to do what I'm gonna say later. Before I say anything, before I get to the main point of this section, and Super Plush Bros, please hear me when I say this, and everyone else watching this video, I must reiterate over and over again, he is a good guy. He's on my side. Do not attack him by any means. He did some really bad stuff, but he apologized for it, and he's never going to do that crap again. And if he does, I'm basically done with the guy. But for now, he's actually pretty good. He's not a bad guy. He made some mistakes, but he apologized for it. He's going to make up for it. I just know it. But anyways, so this is where I started thinking it was weird for, like, the way he acted around other people. The other guys did far worse stuff, and some of the stuff they did was similar, but the way he did them, it was a lot tamer by comparison. And I mean so much tamer compared to Lean and Sonic Speed. So the first thing he did was say the N-word, which is fucking horrible, but he did at least have the decency to apologize to all of us when he said it. Especially, which makes it better, but it's still pretty fucking bad, and he needs to address this, like, especially on his own channel. And second and worse, he showed his bulge, and by bulge, I mean his penis, but he didn't show it. It was only in his shorts, which doesn't make it much better, but he also apologized for that, which, thanks, I guess, but it's still pretty fucking bad. But, like I said, that's the tamest thing here. The other stuff is gonna get much worse, trust me. Now, I don't know much about this guy other than the fact that he asked me to do a channel review, so let's keep the amount of things he did short. All he really did, in most of the time when I saw him, was basically stay silent during calls and generally talk over people and sometimes defend Lean, which is stupid. And worst of all, he fucking showed his actual penis in a fucking call. He took it out of his pants, which when I saw it in a screenshot, it made me fucking sick. I was thinking, what the actual fuck is this? Now, I knew maybe I shouldn't be okay with people like this, but Plush Bros, during a call, and a few other people, for some reason, tried to give him one more chance, even though I know y'all in the comments are going to question me as to why. We told him to leave Lean, and he seemed cooperative, but I'm not sure about this. Also, it's technically CP that he showed, which could get him fucking arrested. Now, I also asked some of the other people in the server who the hell's, like, privates were those, like, specifically just to make sure so I don't put blame on the wrong people when this video comes out. But I'm certain now that it was him, because apparently this is a regular thing. But let's just move on to the final part. Here's by far the worst person and the central focus of this video, Lean, or TheMarioPlushShow, but I'm gonna call him Lean. While I dedicated a decent amount of time, or just a decent chunk of this video, to the overall severity of the situation, in terms of most disgusting actions here, Lean takes the cake, definitely. First off, he showed his penis to Plush Bros. Instead of a screenshot, he sent a fucking video of him doing God knows what with it. And he apparently did it regularly, which is gross as fuck. I genuinely wanted to know, does this fucker know this is CP he's showing? But besides that, this bitch is beyond racist. I mentioned earlier he called RJ the B-word, but he also called Plush Bros a Nazi just because he's German. And said many more things regarding him being German. And when we got into a call with RJ, this fucker couldn't defend himself and kept saying, Jinx has my IP. Well, he did. That wasn't necessarily his fault. And although I do think it was somewhat bad on his part, him pathetically still blaming other people for his own faults is just sad. It is bad on Jinx's part, but it wasn't his fault necessarily. Also, he kept trying to back out and leave the call and leave the chat, and he was making some of the worst comebacks I've seen in a while. Then he said I made it worse by inviting RJ. Yeah, okay, playing the victim. Also, he showed a picture of Sonic Speed's penis, which is fucking gross. And just to say one last thing, once again, I would like to give a shout out to RJ, Jinx, Edjak, Plush Bros, just for providing info about this. And yeah, even though Plush Bros did some really bad stuff, he is still trying to better himself, which I hope gets, better. I don't want him to get any worse than this, because I'm basically going to be done with him at that point. But he did at least apologize, which was nice. I'll leave all these guys' channel links in the description below for you guys to go sub to them, because they're good people. Just to wrap up here and give my final statement, I found out Lean has a server for nudes, and Jinx told me about they were still showing you-know-what. That's just bad to think about. There's even more people doing it, basically. But whatever. And also, a little while back, before everything went downhill, he asked me to review SMA Mario Show, who I didn't even know anything about. And I never really reviewed him because every time I showed up to calls, they would beg me continuously for it, and it would get on my nerves, so I wouldn't do it till everyone else that asked me beforehand reviewed. like all the people who tried to ask me for channel requests, and also they were my friends, and I didn't even know who SMA Mario Show was. And just because he has a disability that's not what I'm gonna review him for. I'm literally reviewing him for plush videos, so don't accuse me of that when I didn't even know anything about the guy. Anyways, also, Jinx apparently was nearly forced to show his dick from Lean, which is even, like, what is up with this guy? Like, what is with him in trying to get people to show that kind of stuff? Like, he's fucking nasty. And even more worse, they tried forcing Plush Bros to fucking kill himself. And Plush Bros was breaking down, which is fucking disgusting. Dude was breaking down in tears. The reason being is that Plush Bros did show Lean's IP, which is bad, but what Lean did was far worse. And that it wasn't necessarily Plush Bros' fault again. It was probably an accident. I kind of forgot about that situation, but yeah. And even more new stuff I found out about. He apparently subbots, which is just straight up pathetic, and yeah, he does not deserve to have 900 subs. He doesn't deserve that. Anyways, Lean, I know you're watching this. You can go fuck yourself, you racist, CP showing, lying, victim playing, never gonna get a girlfriend because you're a disgusting piece of shit. Even if you bother saying I lied in your own response video and show fake screenshots which everyone knows in the chat that they're fake, I'm clapping back at you immediately, so don't fucking try me. Anyways, I'm SMO Continuity, signing off.